The 2022 Winter Olympics are slated to begin next week in Beijing, but calls to boycott the event are still running high. At a recent press conference, Florida Senator Rick Scott publicly condemned the Chinese Communist Party's human rights abuses.
It is a fact that the Communist Chinese Party is committing horrific human rights abuses against Tibetans, Hong Kongers, and Uyghur Muslims. It is a fact that the Communist Chinese Party is committing genocide and desecrating the Uyghur homeland.
Ahead of the Beijing Winter Olympics, Senator Rick Scott issued a sharp reprimand over the Chinese Communist Party's human rights violations. He called the regime's treatment of its own athletes alarming, citing former Grand Slam tennis doubles champion Peng Shuai. She dropped out of sight in late 2021 after publicly accusing a top Chinese Communist Party official of sexual assault.
I can't tell you how worried I am about the athletes competing in Beijing. Look at what Communist China did to silence and disappear Peng Shuai. It's terrifying. I've called on the IOC and the Biden administration to take every step necessary to keep Americans safe. But unfortunately, I haven't heard a word from them on what they're doing about it.
Out of concern for Peng's safety, the Women's Tennis Association suspended its activities in China, while a number of athletes around the world have expressed support for her. Since then, growing opposition to Beijing's hosting of the Olympics has been on the rise, led by human rights advocates and U.S. lawmakers.
The CCP's authoritarian behavior and repressive policies against Hong Kongers, Uyghurs, and Tibetans cannot be normalized. Any form of participation in the upcoming 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics is equivalent to endorsing its escalating atrocities. And any form of appeasement policy is no different than allowing China to continue its oppression, and even inviting it to our backyards.
The White House last month has officially announced a diplomatic boycott of the upcoming Winter Games. Beijing vowed to meet the move with firm countermeasures.